Just play.
Make better choices!
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
You have done well, but you must still prove yourself worthy to claim the cartulary. This place is lost to time, Wanderer. You could never understand its significance. I am the vestige of a king chosen to serve on the First Council. We came to Volenfell long ago, and thought it our duty to tame this wild land. What makes you worthy of such a relic? Any common thief could make it this far. The warrior wave of our fleet, the Great Regatta, sailed to this land in ages past. We are a people of strong and noble heritage. The Regatta brought fear to Volenfell's shores. Breton, Orc, Nord, and Elf alike trembled at our battle cries. Farewell, Wanderer. We shall not meet again.
Magnificent. That couldn't have gone better. I'm taking this straight to King Faharajad in Sentinel. It will take time to translate all of this, but the results will be worth it. You made this all possible. Thank you, my friend. This is going to change the fate of my people, friend. I'll take...
What do you want? Harassing? I'm collecting on a debt. I gave this woman's husband enough coin to outfit his expedition in return for a number of valuable artifacts. Now he's run off with my money. Splendid. Then this won't be a total loss. Hand them over, and I'll consider Tavo's debt paid in full. Easy now, friend. No need for violence. Yes, I see your point. Forgive me, Narina. Consider Tavo's debt forgiven.
Thank you. You didn't have to come to my defense, but I am grateful. I don't know what to say. You bring gifts from the gods in my time of sorrow. I've nothing left, so these will help a lot. After I've mourned my husband, I'll sell them and use the money to leave this place. It holds too many bad memories.
Now here's one who I know is loyal to the king. It's good to see you again, my friend. You're going to find this hard to believe, but the damned Imperials are here. They've seized control of the city. For the moment, at least. They're in league with the damned Withered Hand. As if we didn't have enough necromancers to deal with already. No matter what, we can't allow the Imperials to get a foothold here. We're going to take the city back and kill them. All of them. I'm glad I have one of us fooled. The Imperial Curs actually have one up on us. They're holding hostages, and the king doesn't want their blood on his hands. I need someone, an official, to go in and free the hostages. Your loyalty to the crown will be rewarded, my friend. You have my word. I can even make this easier for you. Wear this Imperial armor. Here you go. This should help you get around the city unnoticed while you're freeing the hostages. Be wary, though. Some of the Imperials may not be so easily fooled.
Beard, she's a looker.
Hey.
Gold may be the root of evil, but we all need roots.
By the gods, I swear that you infidels will all die. You will find that Red Guards are not merciful. Hold on. You're no Imperial. Does this mean we're going to take the city back? I've been listening to their strategies. I can give the General some good insights into how to plan the attack.
You filthy dog. You can hurt me if you wish, but I swear you will pay for attacking our city. To Waka's breath, you are not one of them. Did the king send his army then? These Imperials could launch a full invasion if they are not stopped. Then we must move with haste. There are everyone else.
Whoever you are, I rejoice that you have come to my rescue. The Imperials have kept me locked in here. I deemed it likely that they would seize control of all Alakir, and there would be nowhere to flee to. Yes, it's true, but only because resisting would have been to no avail. They sought to use my manor as their command center. They would have slain me if I had not complied. Coming in, I do not have any insight on this. I have been contained here in the manor the whole time. I did not even witness the Imperials marching into the city. Yes, but please don't hurt me. I did. I permitted the Imperials to use the smuggling tunnel beneath the manor, but I regret it now. There's a hatch below. Take the key. Do whatever you wish. There are barrels of kindle pitch down in the tunnel. If you place them near the supports and ignite them, that should collapse the tunnel. I am very sorry for what I have done. Perhaps you could permit me to leave?
Told the threat to Tava's blessing has subsided thanks to you. It is an honor to—
Good work. Hostages came out and we attacked. Cut right through the bastards and scoured the city. Just a handful of Imperials holding out now. I still haven't figured out how they got here, though. I'm worried reinforcements may be on the way. It was a tunnel. Does that mean they were coming from Bankarai? I guess that's a concern for another time. I'm damn glad you collapsed the tunnel, though. I guess that's a good day's work for all of us. There's more to be done, though. Always is, isn't there? Prince Azaz's here. He says they've tracked down the 3rd Ansei Ward, and he wants you to join him as soon as possible at the It's a dark place. The largest necropolis in all Alakir. It's just west of Satakalam. If the Withered Hand's there, I know the prince needs help.
Believe it or not, this is the High Temple of Satakalam. Everyone agreed it was the most beautiful temple in all Alakir, before the Imperials came. But they have defiled our sacred space. I do not know how we can restore its former glory, because they are worshippers of Molag Bal. They spit on our faith. They spit on our culture. They spit on our gods. Not only did they kill the other priests, but they ransacked the building, taking everything of value and destroying the rest. I don't know. Perhaps. All these other things can be replaced, but they took the temple's relics, sacred ornaments that date back to the time of the regatta. If you could reclaim these relics, that would be a start. If you can restore our relics, perhaps my faith will return, and we can restore the temple. There are 3 relics missing. They represent body, mind, and spirit.
You're here? Thank the gods. We need you. The 3rd Ansei Ward is here. That girl, Shiri, the scholar's apprentice. Raising the dead. The consecrated dead. The very dangerous consecrated dead. The most evil people who ever walked the sands of the Alakir are entombed in the Battalion Necropolis. Prince Azan and I came to stop them, but we were overpowered. I fear he is either dead or taken captive. We were attacked by so many, so fast. I tried to find him, but to no avail. I came back to catch my breath. With you here, though, I am willing to try again. We must hurry to find the prince, that girl Shiri.
You return. I cannot believe. Do you have the... I did not believe. I prayed and prayed, but felt nothing. I was convinced the gods had deserted me. You must act with the honors, of course. Replace the relics on their respective altars.
Damn it all. I can't believe you're finding me like this again. It was humiliating enough the last time. There's no time for jests, though. The Withered Hand has stolen back the Anse for safekeeping, and so I was holding on to it. Thronekeeper Farvad was here too, with Anse Radon's ward. I think Shiri planned it this way. I think she lured us here to get the wards back. Isn't it obvious? She was fooling us all. Apprenticing with Scholar Zorre so she could learn about the Anse wards. Coming along with us to Tava's blessing. I don't know. I don't even know what she's planning. No. After she finished the ritual, she left. But I think the ward is still in there. Please, you have to go in there and get it. And then find Thronekeeper Farvad and the ward he was carrying. I'll catch up. If you untie me first, that is.
I'll give you notes later, cohort. Drive this thing. Apocrypha, take you! Yeah! Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
What have I done? What have I done? I have struck down one of our ancestors. I have betrayed my vows, my people, my... No, I am not all right. Not all right at all. I have failed Tuwaka. First, I lost Anse Radon's ward, and then to get it back, I was forced to strike down the honored dead. Now the ward is corrupted, and so am I. Well, perhaps... Tuwaka says now that you are here, there is a way. I must cleanse the ward.
But I will need you to protect me while I do. Would you do that for me, my friend? The dead? That witch, Shiri, has set them against us. They will try to stop me from cleansing the ward. But if you will defend me, I can cleanse it. If you are ready. Tuwaka says we should do this as soon as we can. I will cleanse the blade. You keep them off of me. Tuwaka says to keep it up. You are doing a good job. Yes. Yes. We are close now. By more as many eyes. That's it.
Oh, Lord.
Just a bit more. There. It is done. Come, quickly now. We must stop this woman, Shiri. Meet me at the central tomb. I am glad you caught up. I am glad you came to the necropolis in the first place. Tuwaka says, you are the one who must stop. She is planning to resurrect her father, the necromancer Satura. I was much younger when this man tried to turn the Alakir into a kingdom of undeath. He was the most powerful necromancer to ever walk these sands. Worse than his children, I suspect. Tuwaka warns me. Satura will be unstoppable if he is returned from the dead. We will kill her and retrieve the last Anse ward. Shiri has sealed the tomb, though. Tuwaka says 2 of us will have to channel the wards we have to open the door. I will join you if you wish. I am no great warrior. I am only a humble priest. But Tuwaka says I can be of... I am not one inclined to inflict pain and suffering, but I am skilled in doing the opposite. Tuwaka says this will be a very... Tuwaka walks with you, and so will I.
All right. Let us open the door, then.
This wall will not stand before the power of an Anse ward.
It is done. Tuwaka says it's time for us to go in.
To all things, there is a beginning and an end. The Anse wards must be returned to Sentinel for safekeeping. Then we can return to our vigil. Then we can again protect the Alakir. You will. Come out of the crypt. I will help you and your friends return to Sentinel quickly. To all things, there is a... The Anse wards must be... Opened a portal to Sentinel. You three may enter, but I must speak with your friend. Honor and faith are due all, but you who have come from afar, your contribution is matched in measure only by the length of your journey. Through you, the Anse wards have been recovered, and so it will be through you they are restored. You have accomplished a heroic feat today, but there is more to be done. Return the Anse wards to their rightful place. The Impervious Vault. The vault is stronger. It will protect the ward so that we can again protect the Alakir. I have opened this portal to the vault. You may use it.
One cannot be a great ruler without first being an impeccable judge of character. You walked into my palace a stranger, but I trusted you immediately. You have proven that my faith was well placed. Come, though. This is an historic day. We have strengthened the seals on the Impervious Vault. Your friends and many others have gathered to witness the return of the Anse wards to their rightful place. Take them. The honor is yours.
The wards are restored, and so are we. We can again maintain vigil over the living and the dead, and ensure that both adhere to the divine laws of Tuwaka. Your role in this has not gone unnoticed, young one. For us, it is never finished. But for you, your road leads elsewhere. You have done for Alakir far more than many others would have. You have fought bravely, sacrificed honorably. You have acted as an Anse would have. Your path is your own, but be assured, Tuwaka has blessed you. And wherever you go, the gods will be with you. Remain...
Today is a good day, my friends. Our sacred guardians are restored. The specter of undeath threatened our kingdom, our lives. The sands of the Alakir howled with the outrage of our honored ancestors. Now, though, the spawn of Satura are dead, and they will remain that way. The withered hand is scattered. Many of you already know this, but all this was accomplished only because of this one who stands here before you. The spirit of Divad raises his blade in salute. Someday, this hero's song will be sung in the chants of praise. All hail our great protector. All hail the hero of the Alakir. In addition to the public praise, I must add my own private words of appreciation, Wayfarer. You not only saved the kingdom, you also saved its king. My reign would have been buried in the sands had you not intervened. Thank you. In honor of your selfless dedication, your unwavering courage, and the incredible service you have done the kingdom, I have a gift. This was one of Sentinel's greatest treasures. Now it is yours. I know you will use it well. It may seem unappreciative to ask more of you, but I would be neglecting my duty to the Daggerfall Covenant if I did not inform you of the tragedy at Bangarai. Any hope of peace there seems to have dried up in the wake of recent events. King Eamond is dead, killed by the Reachmen. They have long sought to reclaim northern Bangarai, and the war in Cyrodiil has given them the perfect opportunity. I am told the Reachmen march on Evermore even now. The city is in grave danger. Of course, but it'll take time. Time Evermore doesn't have. You could go now. They need someone like you to rally the city's defenses. After what you've accomplished here, I have no doubt you can make a difference. Will you go, Wayfarer? King Eamond had a stable boy who kept me informed, but I've heard nothing since the king's death. Not even word of who assumed the throne. His name is Ramza. Find him, and tell him I sent you to help. We cannot allow Bankarai to fall. Most of the Buellsay River shipping has been commandeered for the war. So I suggest you take the bridge from Stormhaven, or if you prefer, there is a more expedient way. Gabrielle can open a portal. You can be in Evermore within the hour.
Did I overhear correctly? Faharajad asked you to go to Evermore? Sounds like that place is shaping up to be a real trouble spot. I wish I could come along, but the guild's got me doing something else. Of course. That's a big city, though. Wouldn't want to drop you on top of some unfortunate merchant. How about the bridge right outside the gates? I've heard the Reachmen are at the gates, but that could just be a figure of speech. One portal to the gates of Evermore right here for you. Good luck. From what I've heard, you're gonna need it.
Shalador found you. Excellent. I've puzzled out the hints from that last book, and I'm afraid the news isn't good. Your next trial is in a particularly nasty part of the Shivering Isles, a place called the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent. Not unless you've spent your life poring over obscure Daedric tomes. The Chateau is in the darkest part of Dementia, the Shadowland of the Shivering Isles. I'm worried that... I'm fine, Adept. I'm just tired. It's become very draining to translate these tomes. Don't worry about me. I can open the portal to the Isles for you straight away, if you like.
What an interesting collection of tomes.
Research. Now that you have dealt with that business on the docks, I can once again pursue my passion. The desert hides many Dwemer ruins, most unexplored. Oh yes, more than you can imagine. This will be quite an adventure. Fortunately, I have Vimy along to handle the stabbing. She's proven quite useful. Between her and Clanker, the secret of their disappearance, the path to the beyond, or a few relics that will sell for a great deal of coin. Who can say for certain? You should ask yourself which is more important, the question or the answer. Impressed, are you? I have once again taken an opportunity to upgrade him. His central cog matrix has developed quite extensively as a result of our travels. This latest form is his most useful yet.
Good. You've arrived. Welcome back to the Isles, Adept. We must be wary. This part of Sheogorath's realm is twisted and corrupt. I'm not sure. I've never been to this part of the Shivering Isles before. We're after the final tome, though, so we have to assume he has something truly perverse waiting in the wings. Certainly the Lost has suffered enough. Yes, it is as I said. She has worked herself night and day, and Sheogorath's dark intellect is focused through those tomes. They are like a stain on her mind. I think we have to... Wait, do you feel that?
Not so fast there, Shalador. Only invited guests in the chateau. We have standards, you know.
Damn you, mad god!
Don't let the door hit you on the way out, Shally. And off you go! Just the two of us. Now we can talk in peace. Ah, my little mortal. I'm a man of many personalities, but I tell you what, they're all very fond of you. The game is a foot. Or a leg. In fact, all manner of severed limbs. But don't worry about that. I've brought you here because I've been watching you. You work too hard. You need a nice little vacation. Of course! This is my chateau. It's me family's estate. Gets handed down from me to myself and so on and so on. I think you'll love it here. Or hate it. Oh, one of the two. Up the road behind me is our guest quarters. But silly me! All 3 rooms are already occupied. Frankly, they've overstayed their welcome. One of them, though, just not fitting in. Could you do me a favor? Could you tell him to shove off? Catch? Such an untrusting soul. If there were a catch, I'd say it's the 2 of my guests are murderous cannibals. My advice? Don't let anyone eat you. If anyone tries to kill you, kill him right back. And remember, try to relax.
Be wary. Talk to these guests carefully before you try to throw anyone out.
I can hear you, Shally! Don't bother my guests!
You're the only one that thinks you're funny, mad
Is someone there? I sent for room service hours ago. Yes, actually. It's very pleasant. Some odd things here and there, but overall... Look, are you room service or not? What? Well, no throwing me out. Throw me out and I'll have my advocate drag you before the Alinor courts. We'll strip you of every coin you've ever earned, and every coin your sons will ever earn.
Is someone out there? I can hear you moving. No, not at all. There are things skittering around in here. Oh, don't evict me. As long as I ignore the noise, it's quite nice in here. You can't see the poetry of my soul from behind it. I just want to make you understand.
Hello? Yes, actually. What? Fine then. My advocate will be I'll show myself out. But I'm not taking that dreadful portal.
That's a perfectly good portal! I should know! I made it!
It's
been so long since we had guests. You would have loved my old Uncle Leo back in the day. Charming dinner conversation. When he wasn't bringing up old girlfriends. Literally regurgitating them. Nasty habit. Well, let's see. Now that you're settled in, you should tour the grounds. We have this lovely maze in the chateau. You simply must see it. Why do I need a reason for everything? Mortals, mortals, mortals! Always needing a reason to do things! For example, people like to think light chases away the shadows. I prefer to think that without a few lights, there'd be no shadows to enjoy! Oh, jolly good, you're getting it! I knew if we spent enough time together, you'd start to think like me. I have that effect on people. It's a bit too dark. Mind what bumps in the night now.
You faced darkness before, Adept. Remember your training.
Salador! Don't ruin this for me!
Only 2 more to go. This trial is child's play.
I'm gonna bind you to haunt a little old lady in Wayrest! Does that sound good, Shally?
That was intellectually stimulating. Too apocrypha with you.
So, what did you think? What was your favorite part? No, don't answer that. I can see by the look on your face how happy. Such confidence! Braggadocio! Gumption! I like that. The last place I'd like you to visit is our humble little manse, just behind me. I want you to meet the family! So many fond memories. There was that one time with the scalpel. And all of our family dinners. Ha! And of course, you get to play with the family heirlooms. Aye, we have an old rhyme about them. 4 lights in a row, poke one to make it glow. No, that's wrong. Maybe it was 4 lights in a trough, poke one to turn it off. Remember, vacations are about enjoying the little moments.
Shiogora.
How can you keep getting back in here? I blame Haskell.
Apparently not everything is under your control.
Not yet, anyway. Beautiful, aren't they? Isn't it beautiful? The most beautiful part of the chateau. You can see why I've held on to the place all these years. Now, just hold on there. Haven't you been wondering why it's called the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent? Well, you should. And before I give you the last tome, before I reward you and Shally for all your hard work, you need to meet one more member of my family. Let me tell you the story of old Uncle Leo. That's spoil sport! Suffice it to say that old Uncle Leo has quite the history with the ladies. Ever since his last lady love, he's preferred the company of squeakers to speakers. And I turned him into a flesh atronach. Too much, I'm afraid. To be honest, it's become an embarrassment to the family. So, as the final act of a courteous guest, go kill Uncle Leo, will you? Give the old lug my love before you rip his skull open, will you? Would be so proud if you hadn't already murdered most of them. Always sad to see a good man die. Leo's death just now? Hilarious! I should make you fight narwhals on the open ocean! I should make you run a gauntlet of angry Argonian concubines! But I won't. Book's yours. Yes, well, I'm sure you and Shalador will be very happy with your new book. Of course, Velast has been the one doing all the reading, right? Send her my best. And tell her to read real close on this last one. Give Velast my best.
You've returned. Do you have the book? You've done it. We have them all. Now I just need to closely study the books together as a set, and we should be able to find Shalador's island. Wish me luck, my friend. I'll need it this time round. Yes, Adept. I recovered quickly after you left. I'm just feeling a little weary. This business with the books you've been collecting, it's taken a lot out of me. These books are like word labyrinths. There are layers of meaning upon meaning, endless research avenues. He's laden these things with oblique references that only someone with my mastery of law would be able to understand. It's very tiring. Like I said, just a little weary. Don't worry, Adept. I'm up to the challenge. I'm one of only a handful of people in the whole of Tamriel that could have puzzled these out, in fact.
I have great news for you, Adept. Ballast has finished final analysis of the tomes. We're ready to get my island back. She's preparing a ritual space at the Evermore Guild Hall in Bangkorai. I'll see you there, Adept. We're so close. Of course, this is what we've worked for all this time. Putting up with the mocking and insults. Sheogorath's poor attempts at humor. We'll recover the Isle, and the Guild will have a safe haven from the war.
My comrade, I am very glad to see you again. This is the Council of Province Generals. They run the Guild under the direction of the Guildmaster, and they're very concerned. I've been speaking to them about our experiences with the ghost of Yofnir and the attack on the Earthforge. The Council feels that we need to further investigate Yofnir's death. You will be their eyes and ears, with Aleph assisting you. She's gone to get some air outside. She can explain in more detail. If anyone can get to the bottom of this, it's you and Aleph. She's gone up to the roof of the hall to get some air. Stendarr, guard your steps, my friend. I wish I knew. I extend her Stendarr's grace, but the Council isn't willing to do the same. She disappeared from quarters after the attack on the Forge. They've actually ordered the rank and file to search for her. No, I don't. But I'm one of the few. Aleph has already made up her mind as well. Not only does she think Colors ordered the attack, Aleph's convinced she murdered Yofnir. Damn it.
Now attack!
I heard you helped the soldiers camped at the redoubt. Thank you for that.
Ah, anything interesting?
You have spoken to Merrick, then? Seen the Council? It is about time we acted. This one apologizes, comrade. She has been urging action for some time. Finally, to be able to... We have been tasked with investigating Yofnir's death, yes? We should begin. Yofnir kept a room nearby. Aleph gave instructions no one was to be allowed inside until we arrived. I shall keep watch here. Enter Yofnir's quarters and search for something. Anything to suggest a road to travel. Aleph knew she could trust you. We found him.
If we must.
What have you found? Interesting, interesting. Ragenthar is a dwarven ruin. Why would he... We must travel there, comrade. See if we can uncover more. Now Aleph is truly surprised. The Guildmaster had the magical prowess of a particularly slow horse. What was he doing at that ruin? Good thought. Perhaps some in the guild hall saw him there. This one suggests you question our comrades in Bergama. Aleph will meet you nearby. She has some preparations to make. There is an oasis near Bergama, Ogre's Bluff. Meet Aleph there, and we will journey to Ragenthar together.
Just a coin.
Nice to see you, comrade. Our numbers aren't what they used to be. Live by the sword and all that. Sure, I remember him here, but not his business. I think he spoke with Akita a few times. I wish he was still around. Be interested to hear what he thinks of this contract, knowing the council's all torn up about it. Oh, you know. The guild has always been about our short, simple contracts. One and done was the mantra a lot of the lads used. Now this long-term thing with the anchors? The coin's good, but it's a big change. Not everyone likes it, that's all.
Looking to crack some Daedric skulls? I've got what you need. Yes, he actually visited a few times in the months before he died. Always came into town dirty and smelling like boots after a hard march. Never asked why. Didn't seem like a thing he was likely to tell me. Go carefully, comrade. Uncertain times in Tamriel. Only thing you can be sure of is a good weapon.
Welcome to the hall, comrade. I bet you've got some good tales to tell of our war on the anchors. Sure, of course. Had me set out some supplies for him a few times. He said he was going out to Ragenthar, that weird old Dwemer ruin. I kept telling him the mages had already emptied it out, but he kept telling me he needed to go. Oh, studying it and such. Ragenthar is... weird. Unique, I guess you'd say. See, nobody really knows where it is. Physically, that is. It has an entrance near here, right? But the mages say stepping through the door is some kind of... Temporospatial claudication. I think that's what they call it. Anyway, it means the ruins inside are all scooped out of time and space. There are entrances to the place all over Tamriel, but nobody knows where it really is.
Welcome. This one is anxious to get moving. Aleph will lead the way to Ragenthar if you're ready. Here we go. Try to keep up, yes? Follow, comrade.
Fortuitous!
This one cannot wait to taste the air in Ragenthar. Yofnir visits a remote Dwemer ruin just before his death. No coincidence. And now the guild openly opposes a Daedric prince. Risky, risky. To throw the guild against such power. Foolish. This one remembers when we fought goblins, bandits. Small contracts, one and done, yes? Almost there. Be on your guard. And here we are, Ragenthar. Welcome to Ragenthar. The barrier here is a relic of its builders. They did something very strange to this place. Ragenthar is twisted out of space. This entrance here will allow us in. But it is not really here, if that makes sense. Lucky for us, Aleph came prepared. She can bring the door into focus. Let us inside. In her travels, Aleph has learned little tricks and techniques. She has fought mages, Daedra, the undead, even werewolves. You don't hunt monsters as long as she has without learning a thing or two. This one will just be a moment. Sound of gears. Watch yourself.
Ah, scholarship. I can smell it from here.
Impressive tactic. Are you well, comrade? Did it harm you? A protective barrier. With something inside, Aleph can sense a great power here. Formidable. But this one knows a spell to negate it. Not without your assistance. Aleph will subdue the crystals. You must destroy them. Your window will be short. The spell is taxing, and Aleph can only maintain it for so long. Prepare yourself. Move your paws quickly. Now, destroy the crystals. Good. Now to examine the body. That did not sound good. It is a trap.
You are interrupting scholarship!
An aurora here. Aleph is pleased to have you at her side. Let Aleph see. This is Yafnir's. His body here, but why? He was to be interred near his home in Eastmarch. Keeping us out, yes, but perhaps also keeping him in. Aleph has tried to have Yafnir summoned from Aetherius, and it has never worked. Perhaps now, Aleph has an idea. Perhaps with the barrier down, we speak to him directly. This one knows how to reach out. Aleph can draw him to this place, so close to his body. What do you say? Are you ready to get some answers? You have seen the spirit of Yafnir, but always just for a moment. This one believes we can summon him, speak to him, learn who murdered him. Aleph told you she has power. Magical gifts, connections to lands beyond. She will use them to draw the spirit to this place. Then we shall see, yes? Aleph will start the ritual.
Who summons me?
Hush, spirit. Aleph will ask the question.
What do you wish to know? I will tell you what I can.
Aleph demands the name of your murderer. Who killed you, Yafnir?
It was the Argonian. My subordinate sees all colors.
This one knew it would be so. Begone, spirit. Aleph is done with you.
I have done as you asked. Release me to walk in Sovngarde.
Go. Aleph will call for you again, soon. Sovngarde indeed. You heard the Guildmaster. Sees all colors. She murdered Yafnir. Perhaps for you, this one has suspected all along. The lizard was the one to become Guildmaster. The lizard was the one who set us on this crusade. Aleph smelled something foul on the wind. Find Merrick and the Council. They are probably still in their moot at the Sentinel Guildhall. They need to know about this, and they will heed your word. Aleph shall remain and search for more clues.
drive this thing.
What news do you have? I didn't even want to let myself think it. When she disappeared after your visit to the Iliad ruin. What is your proof, my friend? The Council will need solid evidence. Aelif did what? Stendar's breath, that's disgusting. I'll have to talk to her when she returns. But I suppose it did answer our concerns. Oblivion take lizards and cats both. Sees all colors will be found and thrown in a cell. Stay in touch, comrade. We will need you when the time comes. Until then.
Comrade, oh please, I need to speak to you immediately. I have an urgent message for you. Aelif needs to speak to you immediately. I don't know what happened. She looks grim, so it can't have been good. You should find her as soon as possible. She's waiting for you at the Evermore Guild Hall in Benkarai. Good luck, comrade. Not as far as I know. Every member of the guild received instructions to detain her if she's sighted. I still can't believe she killed Guildmaster Iceblade. Tribunal, protect us.
Keep it down! Great. A fan. I need you to keep quiet. You see those rabid dogs up ahead? Raiders. They swept into my camp this morning, slaughtered us nearly to a man. They'll kill you too if they see you. I can't stay here forever. There must be a way through them. An interesting proposal. Let's see if your bite is as fierce as your bark.
Refreshing. Take it in. An opportunity for learning.
This work isn't going to be... I need healing!
That worked out much better than I thought it would. I think formal introductions are in order. My name is Thuraya. Pleased to meet you. Well, you just helped me avoid a vicious stabbing. We were a group of 20 this morning. No longer. I'll bet my dog of a husband set up this ambush. That's ex-husband, actually. The bastard probably knew I was coming. We were developing competing studies on the Dwemer, and I found the location of this ruin, Volenfell, before he did. Poisoned me, stole my journals and notes, left me for dead. So, I came after him with a small army. Who knew he'd have one too? Only thing I can do is try to get my research back from him. This place houses the Guardian's Eye. An artifact I've hunted for months. Will you help me? My husband, Quintus Varus, is around here somewhere. He's got every scrap of research I've done on these ruins and the Guardian's Eye. I need my materials back. It's an ancient Dwemer artifact of immense power. Is what it? Look, someone out there will pay a small fortune for it. You have no idea how difficult it was to catch word of the Eye. The Mages Guild, Tamriel's leading archaeologists. They'll all kill to get it. Like my dear.
We'll leave you bloody in the sand. Burn it! Light it up! Feed me! Get free! All right. Treasure over there. I am a scholar, damn it! Set it ablaze! Any more? I need some tea.
Now past my men. Did Nariah put you up to this? Still out there, isn't she? Kill these fools! Pathetic! Onward and upward! You handle this. Here it is. Cower before the rod of Kravari. That's more kid than I remember. Time for a different approach. Awaken, my darling. I need you to wake and smash this rabble to pieces.
Poor Quintus. Always a little clumsy. In his research. In murdering people. In relationships. You'll have to excuse me if I don't shed a tear for my dearly departed husband. Fantastic. A hall referenced as the Guardian's Helm should be your first stop, accessible through a side passage nearby. My texts hint that you'll find a mechanism within, probably a lever, that will open the way for us to move deeper. We have a ways to go, I'm afraid. You'll face Dwemer mechanics within. Traps, automatons. Mind your surroundings. Go on ahead. We're going to see if we can muscle through this door here while you search for an easier way to get it open. My notes say that you'll find a mechanism in the Guardian's Helm that will help. I think our time will be better spent attempting to force the entrance open. We'll work faster that way, you see?
Light it up! Leave me! Set it ablaze!
Twitching tentacles. I'm glad that's done. The search for knowledge continues.
You did it! Our way is clear. Let me review my notes. Ah, yes. My research says that we need to bypass the Guardian's skull. It too should have an unlocking lever that will allow us to pass deeper into these ruins. Almost definitely. The transition from the Guardian's helm to Guardian's skull implies vulnerability, I think. We must be getting closer to the eye. My crew and I are collecting Dwemer samples to, sell them. You should explore. Now that I've seen this place, I'd guess the Dwemer were not kindly creatures. Only a sadistic culture would build the constructs and traps we've encountered. I do a little bit of everything. I enjoy new experiences. Last week's was marriage. This week's was divorced and Dwemer ruins. Both will hold.
Anomalous! Exceptional! Inconceivable! Premium asset.
Quiet. That thing might hear. We can speak after it's gone. I came here for the gold, but I can't stand here and not bask a little in the history. I've often wondered if the Dwemer ever expected they wouldn't be here today. If my research is correct, then you've unlocked the door to the Eye itself. According to my notes, the Eye is located in a chamber called the Guardian's Orbit. Sounds somewhat grisly. It's probably the structure up ahead. Probably the most powerful constructs yet remain in this ruin. The Dwemer are so very fond of leaving their treasure with their traps and automatons. Be ready for anything. I can't believe the Guardian's Eye is nearly in our grasp. I don't know what you're planning to do with your share, but I'm buying a gold-plated carriage. Stop! The eye may be fragile. Please, let me examine it. Now let's see if I can dislodge this. Something's happening. This doesn't seem right. That was unpleasant. Can you hear that? Like a scratching sound. Oh no. I'm up here.
Get out of here! Follow Thariah! I'll cover your escape!
The eye was within my grasp. Months of planning wiped out in seconds. How could this happen? I had it in my hands, and it vanished in that blinding light. Blasted Dwemer magic. Then those undead came, crawling from the ground. Perhaps the eye woke them. Seb's tongue. Something awful has befallen this place. We need to get clear. I think the eye is gone. And I have a bad feeling about those undead. I'm going to get some help. Warn the region. Who knows how many of them are in there? After what I just saw, I'm not sure of anything. Eye or no, unearthing the undead is always an ill omen. And as much as I want to walk away, I don't think this mess is going to clean itself up.
I don't know if you picked the best time to visit Evermore. But if you know how to use that weapon, I expect you will be treated as an honored guest. Please excuse me, though. I must see to my duties. Ah, my true king. I knew he had not forgotten us. I am certain there are many ways you can help. You should speak to Duke Renchant if you haven't already. Oh, and Queen Argela's handmaiden. She's very sharp. I, for one, am very glad Faharajad sent you. Many here and evermore believe the rest of the Covenant.
I tell you, things grow darker here by the damn hour. Reachmen are right down there. Came in by boat, took the lighthouse, and now they're crawling up in the woods to assess our defenses. And our orders are to just sit here and watch. Captain Huron's fought the bastards' leader before, Strasnock. He says we're outmatched and we have to just wait them out. I say the captain's a few links shy of a full chain. Absolutely. Captain's ordered us to hold back, but not you. And he did say we need more outside help. Morale's been down in the dung heap since King Aemon died. If you can lop off this Strasnock's head, it'd be an inspiration to the men. I won't lie to you, friend. Things are grim. The king and his heirs are dead. Our forces decimated. Crows are everywhere. People have lost hope. Bring Strasnock's head to Captain Huron at the South Gate. That'll be a big win for us.
So you're the one wreaking havoc down there among those hawkers. I've tangled with a Reachman or two in my day, and my helmet's off to anyone who charges into their ranks that way. Don't suppose you've come to enlist in the town guard, have you? You have old Strasnock's head? Shows bones. Somebody buy this crazy bastard a cup of mead. If you like to cut off Reachman heads, you've come to the right place, my friend. Have you met Duke Renchant? The Duke will want to meet you. Good. Take your time, though. Rest up. You've earned it. The Duke will know of your deed, and you can go see him in the castle when you're ready. He'll reward you well. Might even offer you my job. It's yours if you want it.
Pardon my intrusion, but I would speak to you on behalf of Queen Argela. I am her handmaiden. The Queen has heard of your recent accomplishments, and she asked me to make a private request on her behalf. He is. The Queen stepped aside, but she remains the rightful ruler of the kingdom, and she still cares deeply for its people. Even now, in mourning, she attends to wounded soldiers and refugees in the chapel, but she has other concerns as well. Quite frankly, she's concerned about the city's defenses, but of course, she cannot publicly question the Duke's policies. This is why we were hoping you could discreetly investigate to see if there's any merit to some of the rumors we've heard. Her Majesty would ask you to inspect the defenses at the East Gate and ask the former guard captain, Sir Jarnet, for his assessment of the Duke's strategy. If you are willing, the Queen also wishes to know why a refugee was put in the stocks. I know Her Majesty would appreciate if you gave these matters the highest priority. After you've completed your investigation, come speak to the Queen at the Chapel of St. Pellin. If there are problems, she should know as soon as possible.
Who are you? Can't you see I'm having a drink with my friend here? Might as well embrace the crows. They're here to stay. If anyone goes, it'll be us, not them. With 15 guards and a couple quivers of arrows? Not a chance! Everyone's dead. The king, the prince, the knights and soldiers. The job's almost done, just a few stragglers left. You know who I'm talking about? Me and you, that's who. Wrenchant, sure. He's realistic, at least. He knows we can't last a day unless we get some help from the outside. Of course, the new guard captain, Huron, doesn't seem to want any help. The loud brushed off an offer from the Fighters Guild. Sure enough, Huron said he's exploring other options. Don't know what those options are. Don't hear much down here, though. Say, why don't you ask the Crow? I swear the thing's talking. Probably knows more than we do. More than me, at least.
When there's no knowledge in the tops of towers, check the bottoms of bottles. With an open mind, one hears truth, however dark it may be. No! The telling has already been done. I'm a crow. What more do you need to know?
This is absurd. I've committed no crime. And they're just gonna leave me here. I would say to rot, but I will never get that chance. I'll be speared through when the city is taken. And then these damn crows will eat my remains. For speaking the truth, nothing more. The Imperial Army has just conquered the largest city in southern Bankarai. And mark my words, they will come here next. Because I have just come from Holland Stand. The Imperials infiltrated the city and seized it overnight. They enslaved half the population. They will do the same here. But when I suggested this to the guards, they locked me up. They said I was spreading half-truths and paranoid delusions. They said the people here have had enough fear with the Reachmen and cannot afford to hear my ravings. Please, you must get me out of here.
Truth is silenced. It is the people
Please,
who are
at least...
shackled. The people eye the north with fearful eyes, but it's from the south that the storm approaches. Are you leading me somewhere, or are you the one being led? You ask for answers, but what you need are questions. No trinkets. Open! The time for gifts has not yet. Great gifts often appear as a surprise, but sometimes the surprise should be spoiled. I know what I see, but it is not me who needs to know. It's you. I know this is a desperate city in desperate times, but this is not the gift the city needs.
So much death. Like my husband and my children, this soldier gave her life forevermore. I wish I could offer her more comfort, but I can only pray with her to gods whose mercy I have come to doubt. Many others are enduring similar losses. I deserve no more compassion than they do. In truth, knowing they share my grief has been a great consolation. You are not here for grieving, though. Is there some official business that demands my attention? Oh, of course. Glerica told me. I hope you'll forgive her. Her intentions are good, but she misled you. That request was not on my behalf. She can't seem to accept my decision to step aside and let Duke Wrenchant handle all matters of state. I would, but at another time. I hope you understand. Losing my family, I just need time, and I believe this is how I can best serve the people right now. If you have thank you for respecting my wishes. Perhaps you can convince Glerica to do the same. She's already off again investigating some ship at the docks. These matters are the Duke's concern now, and he has my support. He'll appreciate your help, though.
An immense relief, Yoren. Give us room to breathe. And it doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels.
I know. It's only one victory, Your Grace. But I hope it's a sign of more to come.
I do too, but that's going to require more work on both our parts. And there's nothing for it but to get it done. You're dismissed, Captain. Aha! You must be the hero whose bold deeds Captain Huron was just recounting. Retaking the lighthouse may seem trivial, but in times like these, it's huge. Say, you look like someone I've been hearing quite a bit about. May I ask your name? As I expected, your reputation precedes you. You've become something of a legend in the kingdoms of the Daggerfall Covenant. You're certainly welcome in Evermore. These are desperate times. Have you seen much of the city? Indeed. Then by all means, tell me what you discovered. So you saw those? You are very perceptive. The truth is that we found an ally to help defend the city. I'm not quite ready to make this information public, though. Yes, that is the ship that transported the supplies. There are more supplies being offloaded even now. Please, if you'll just be patient, I'll share all the details in due time. For now, you must stay away from that ship, though. It's off limits. Oh, yes, I'm well aware of this. It's unfortunate, but the terms the Guild demanded were downright rapacious. Furthermore, the number of mercenaries they could actually muster was almost insignificant. It simply wasn't worth it. I opened our gates to the refugees, but there are limits, and that man was completely mad. Standing outside the castle, shouting that we were all going to die? The people of Evermore are terrified already. We can't afford such nonsense. Listen, I can tell that you have an inquisitive nature, and I know your intentions are good, but I cannot risk revealing all my plans just yet. Suffice to say, I've found a way to protect the city from the Reachmen, and that is what matters. I'm sure that you realize that with the Reachmen bearing down on us, I have a great many matters to attend to. I absolutely do not wish to be rude, but I must be going. Come back another time and I will endeavor to answer all your questions.
Funny boat, funny business. I want to see what's in the hold, too. Crows on the ship with a cruise on the shore. South by the city wall. One carries the key to open the door. Approach with care, though. Drunk sailors can be salty.
I don't remember inviting you aboard. Make your business quick, or you'll be picking seaweed out of your teeth. No, you don't, and I don't mean to let you. Only crew and special guests down there. Anyone else goes down, they'll get cut. Go ahead then, take it. Go down there and get yourself killed. It's no skin off my back.
I think perhaps I had our assignments wrong. I should have checked the stocks and sent you to check the ship. I shouldn't have come here on my own, but I had a feeling the Duke was making bad decisions. Of course, calling this a bad decision would be an understatement. If we don't do something, he's going to hand the city over to Imperial control. The Queen is going to have to take charge. If this doesn't knock her into her senses, I don't know what will. We need proof, though. Can you untie me and then look around? Anything to prove what they're planning. I'll meet you out on the docks.
You just missed it. The ship's captain left the ship and headed toward that alley to the south. She looked like she was in a hurry. What did you find, though? Anything that reveals more about their plans? The gore-bellied bastards! I knew that ship was carrying more than just supplies. We need to move fast. Can you follow the captain and find out what she's up to? Then take the proof to the Queen. If this doesn't wake her up, nothing will. I'll go and find Sir Jarnet and any other guards who remain loyal. After you've informed the Queen, come and meet me outside the inn.
Your cargo's unloaded, and I'm here for payment. I hope you don't come to regret this, Huron.
If I come to regret this, I'd probably be dead anyways. I don't expect you to understand, Captain. Here's your payment.
Thanks. When are you and your allies making your move? I want to make sure I'm long gone by then.
Warming everyone up at the weapons cache in the South Alley in just a few hours. So I'd set sail right away. Kind speed you, Captain.
Oh, I had a feeling I'd see you again. Tell me, has Glerica gotten herself into trouble this time? Or is it that the Duke didn't take kindly to you questioning his decisions? Oh, come now, you can't expect me to believe that. Has Glerica resorted to trying to deceive me now? This is a jest, right? I can't believe what I'm reading. How could Renshin be such a fool? Has he given up on defending the kingdom and decided to accept the lesser of two evils? This is simply mad! Of course not. Though I can blame myself no less. I'm the one who trusted the fool. He's apparently just a damn coward. You know, Aemond told me Renshin was naive. You've now given me proof of this fact. If the Imperials take Bankrai, it will be a fatal blow to the Covenant. We can't allow Renshin to do this. Damn it, he's leaving me no choice but to take back the throne. I know Glerica will be pleased to hear that. Where is she, by the way? Smart girl. She always has been. I suppose I should have listened to her. Very well, we need to do this smoothly. The city has suffered enough. We don't want a battle in the streets. We need to take time to do this right. How much time do we have? Gods, there goes that idea. You must root out these spies right away then. Do not use weapons though. That will cause a panic, and I don't want that. Find Glerica and Sir Jarnet and figure out another way. After you've ensured the city is safe, meet me in the castle, and we'll deal with Duke Renshin. The poor fool probably doesn't even realize he's committed treason. May the gods keep you, my courageous friend.
Friends, foes, and fools, hard to know which is which, or who is who. Choose poorly, and a witness I was, and nothing more. But if a crow can spy someone, so can a spy. But you know the true threat now. Imperials! Now, you must listen to me. Uella, they call me, those that follow. From the Reach we come to conquer this land, but the enemy of an enemy is a friend. So I am a friend. My Reachmen march this way. Evermore will be ours, but not if Imperials have it. They are a threat right now for you and me. You need friends. Let us be friends then, and join together to beat our common foe. Temporary truce. Neither wants evermore Imperial. We work together, destroy the Imperials, then we are enemies again. I like it not myself, but you have no one to help you now. The only choice for either of us is to work together. You cannot strike down spies, but my crows can. Pretty little pets. Mark our foes, signal my crows, and we will strike. We will clean the city of Imperials. Then we are enemies again.
Citizen, do you also prefer not to be ravaged by Reachmen? Strength. That is the only thing that will stop the invaders. Where can we find a strong army? Why, the Imperials are only a few days' march to the south. Join me, friend. Let us give this city to those who can defend it.
I liked you, friend. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Can you believe this? The Duke's apparently run off to avoid facing me. After what he's done, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Tell me, though, is the city safe? Have the Imperial spies been dealt with? Excellent. Then dealing with the rat I let into the castle is all that remains, if we can just find whatever hole he's scurried into. No, but what about Sir Jarnet and Glerica? All three of you deserve a medal after this is done with. No. Glerica. Glerica is gone? But why? She was an innocent young girl. I knew the Imperials were heartless, but do they have no honor at all? Wrenchant. He's responsible for this too. Where is that bastard? Yes, he's actually most likely to be down in Eamon's private rooms. Unworthy swine that he is. Will you come with me? I could call the guard, but it might be better if you and I just deal with this quickly and quietly.
Welcome back, Argella. Good work. First, you ran this kingdom into the ground, then you dumped it into my lap. Now the two of you repay me by sabotaging my plans and destroying any hope we had of surviving the Reachman attack. Of course they were. Have you seen the Reachman's numbers? You think you can take them all on yourself? You cut off one head, but there are thousands more, and they are barbarians. You've doomed the people of this city to a fate worse than death. Whatever it was, the alternative was death. Listen, there's nothing more to say. If you expect me to apologize and plead for mercy, you're out of luck. I was doing the right thing. Lock me up if you must, but I don't deserve death. Very well then. Argella, my fate is in your hands. You know I made the only rational choice.